Vast am I, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and around the world. I'll let Loudon Wainwright III introduce the theme of tonight's show.
Dog goes bow wow, kitty goes meow, the milk cow she goes moo. The chicken goes cluck and the duck goes quack and the rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo. The pig is fat and the snail is slow and the donkey sure is dumb. The lion is brave and the bear is strong and the snake spits out its tongue. Shell, ants in the hail, and horses on the merry-go-round. Big as a whale, crazy like a fox, lazy as a three-toed sloth. Beavers making dams, and bees making honey, Dr. Caterpillar and Mr. Moth. Back in the tiger in my tank and the frog down in my throat. Wearing alligator shoes and a turtleneck sweater and a full-length camel hair coat. In a sharkskin suit, drinking bird's nest soup, a rabbit's foot for a lucky charm. Cuckoo, chew up along in the zoo, reading Orwell's Animal Farm. Ooh, dog goes bow wow, kitty goes meow, the milk cow she goes moo. Chicken goes cluck and the duck goes quack and the rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo. The pig is fat and the snail is slow and the donkey sure is dumb. The lion is brave and the bear is strong. And the snake spits out its tongue.
Loudon Wainwright there with his Animal Song. That's from his 1985 album, I'm All Right, on which Richard Thompson was playing some fantastic mandolin and electric guitar, and Christine Collister is credited for vocals. She was working a lot with Richard Thompson at the time. More from Richard later. And yes, as Loudon sang there, I do have a frog down in my throat tonight, so sorry about that. In the meantime, here's the Bothy Band with The Blackbird. let's stay with Turdus Marula for the moment, and this is Sam Kelly and the Lost Boys with If I Were a Blackbird.
If I were a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing, and I'd follow the ship that my true love sails in. Oh, and on the top rigging I'd there build my nest, and I'd pillow my head on her lily white chest. It's of a fair young girl my fortune was sad. I courted her when I was just a young lad. We'd spend time together most every day, but then she was lifted and sailed far away. Promised I'd take her to Donnybrook Fair and buy her red ribbons to tie up her hair. And when she returned from the ocean so wide, I'd take her and make her my own loving bride. Oh, if I were a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing, and I'd follow the ship that my true love sails in. Oh, and on the top rigging I'd there build my nest, and I'd pillow my head on her lily white chest. Oh, if I were a scholar, I'd handle my pen and write her a letter. To her I would send a wish of safe sailings and fair winds to blow, and joy to my true love wherever she goes. Oh, if I were a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing, and I'd follow the ship that my true love sails in. Oh, and on the top rigging I'd there build my nest, and I'd pillow my head on her lily white chest. Top rigging, I'd there build my nest, and I'd pillow my head on her lily white chest.
Sam Kelly and the Lost Boys there with a lovely version of If I Were a Blackbird. I love that tune in the middle of that. That's really good. Well, that's enough blackbirds, but who is the king of birds? Well, it's actually the wren, according to Manx folklore and indeed Scottish folklore. And here's a song by Corinne Polwart called The King of Birds from her album Traces of 2012.
At Ludgate Hill, on the cracked and blackened cobbles of the town, the ashes fall to rest as the tiny king of birds he flutters down to build a citadel to light glory in the dark, and from hell to breathe hope in every heart. Oh, at Ludgate Hill, through the siren screams the heavens burn again. The city holds its breath as the tiny little king in slumber bed arises from the dust to light glory in the dark, and through the frost to breathe hope in every heart. Oh,
That was Corinne Polwart with The King of Birds. Let's leave birds behind for the moment. This is Muskrat by Doc Watson, the American singer-songwriter, guitarist, very influential in the bluegrass field, and he won many Grammys over his time as well as a Grammy Lifetime Achievement. He died, sadly, in 2012. This is from his Best Of album.
Muskrat, oh muskrat, what makes you smell so bad? Laying around the farmer's house, eating up all he had, eating up all he had, eating up all he had, boys, eating up all he had. Muskrat, oh muskrat, I'll track him through the sand. Muskrat, oh muskrat, gonna catch him if I can. Catch him if I can. I'll catch him if I can, boys, I'll catch him if I can. I found out where he's been a-using last night. Muskrat, oh muskrat, catch you sure as you're born. Running around all over the field, eating up all my corn, eating up all my corn, eating up all my corn, boys, eating up all my corn. No, don't ever big year you can find. Muskrat, oh muskrat, I trapped him on the bank. I'll skin him out and stretch his hide and tack it on a plank. I'll tack it on a plank, tack it on a plank, boys, I'll tack it on a plank. Muskrat, oh muskrat, trapped him on the farm. Sell hides when they get dry to keep some pretty gal warm. Keep some pretty gal warm. Keep some pretty gal warm, boys, to keep some pretty gal warm. Muskrat, muskrat, what makes you smell so bad? Laying around the farmer's house, eating up all he had, eating up all he had, eating up all he had, boys, eating up all he had, even been in the onion patch.
Let's turn now to Mary Waterson and David A. Jaycock, and this is Two Wolves.
What you think about and dwell upon can innocence influence you from the start when choices feed one of two wolves in every heart circling to take charge of all you can become. Two wolves, sorrow, serenity, which one will you feed? And the fight goes on and on, you and me.
Mary Waterson and David A. Jaycock with Two Wolves from the album of the same title. Next, a song for Tony Hewson. This is one I know he loves singing. This is A Craig and White Hare by Derry Farrell.
In the lowlands of Creggan there lives a white hare, as swift as the swallow that flies through the air. You may tramp the world over, but none to compare to the pride of old Creggan, that bonny white hare. One clear autumn morning, as you will suppose, the red golden sun o'er the green mountain rose. Barney Conway came down and he did declare, "For this day I'll put an end to the bonny white hare." He searched through the lowlands and down through the glens, all among the wild ditches where the white hare had ends, till at last coming down over the heather so fair, from behind the wild thistle out jumps the white hare. Bang, bang went his guns and his dongs he slipped to, as swift as the wind o'er the green mountain flew. But his dong soon came back, which made poor Barney sigh, for he knew that the white hare had bid him goodbye. And we're some jolly sportsmen down here from Pomeroy, from Cookstown, Dungannon, and likewise the Moy. With our pedigree greyhounds we travelled from far, and we'd come down to Creggan in our fine motor car. Oh, into the lowlands these huntsmen did go, in search of the white hare they'd look high and low, till at last Barney Conway from a bog bank so rare shouted out to the huntsmen, "There lies the white hare." So they called up their greyhounds from off the green lea, and Barney and the huntsmen all jumped high with glee. It was there on the bog banks all gathered around, 7 dogs and 9 men and that poor hare surround. Oh, no wonder the white hare did tremble with fear, as she stood on her hind legs she would raise her ears. As she stood on her hind legs with a 1 gallon spring, she jumped over the greyhounds and broke through the ring. Oh, the chase it went on, it was a beautiful view, as swift as the wind o'er the green mountain flew. But those pedigree greyhounds, they didn't run far, they came back and went home in their fine motor car. Then there came this other man, and you all know him well. His name was McKelly with the bonny black bell. Oh, in search of the white hare today I'll have fun, I'll put 50 to 1 that black bell will her turn. 5 turns the hare got then from bonny black bell, and the 6th one was given around John Hawhe's well. It was there we lost sight of the hare and the dog, and then 10 minutes later came more the black ball. Oh, the chase it went on, it was great for to see, the white hare and the black dog both were all light and free, till she travelled to ask her where she knew the lands well, and to bonny black Bella she soon bid farewell. And now to conclude and to finish this rhyme, I hope you forgive me for singing all this while. If there's any amongst you in Carrickmore fair, please drink up
Derry Farrell with the Craig and White Hare, and one of the many great things about that track is that the hare gets away, of course. Staying in Ireland, here's Frankie Gavin, Jim Murray, Michael McGoldrick and Sharon Shannon from their album Tunes, and this is the Cat's Meow. Last year, Kate Rusby released an album called 30, celebrating 30 years in folk music. Funnily enough, she released an album called 20 10 years before that, and indeed an album called 10 years before that. But anyway, from the album 20, this is The Lark, and I chose this particular version as it was requested by Julie Owen, and also because it features Nick Jones.
Out in the field where the lark it flies, over the earth where my heart it lies. Oh, how it sings when the west winds blow. Out in the field past now and I roam free. Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Out in the field where the lark sings, here I was waiting for all of brings. There I stood and there I fell, out in the field that I know well. Oh, how cold will you let me in? If you could hear me speak, where would I begin? Time it is past now and I roam free. Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Out in the field where the lark reside, here I'll remain where my heart can hide. Only the lark and the west winds know I'm in this field where no one goes. Oh, how I'm cold, will you let me in? If you could hear me speak, where would I begin? Time it is past now and I roam free. Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Oh, how I'm cold, will you let me in? If you could hear me speak, where would I begin? Time it is past now and I roam free. Is it wrong to wish you still need me? Is it wrong to wish you still need me?
Culture Vanning are always a big help with this show, sending me the odd track from the archive and keep me up to date with what's happening in Manx music. Thanks to Chloe Woolley and the team for that. They have a SoundCloud page where you can listen to lots of recordings of Manx music. On there you'll find the Flitter Dance, performed by Tom Callister, Malcolm Stitt and Keristina Doherty. And Flitter is the Manx name for limpets, which have been eaten on the beach on Good Friday. The Flitter Dance. Good to have the invertebrates represented amongst all these birds and hares and such like that are much more common in folk music. Let's stay with invertebrates here. This is Beeswing by Richard Thompson.
I was 19 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. They were burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the doves. I took a job in the steamy down on Caldrum Street, and I fell in love with a laundry girl who was working next to me. Well, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, well, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. Brown hair zigzag around her face, a look of half surprise. Like a fox caught in the headlights, there was animal in her eyes. She said, young man, oh can't you see, I'm not the factory kind. If you don't take me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. Well, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine that I might crush her where she lay. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. busked around the market towns. We'd pick fruit down in Kent, and we could tinkle lamps and pots and knives wherever we went. And I said that we might settle down, get a few acres dug, fire burning in the hearth and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, it surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. Well, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, but she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. We was camping down the Gower one time. The work was pretty good. She thought we shouldn't wait for the frost, and I thought maybe we should. We was drinking more in those days, and tempers reached a pitch. And like a fool I let her run with a rambling itch. Oh, the last I heard, she's sleeping rough, back on the Derby beat. White horse in her hip pocket, and a wolf found at her feet. And they say she even married once a man named Romany Brown. But even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. And they say her flower is faded now, hard weather and hard booze. But maybe that's just the price you pay for the chains you refuse. Oh, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste all of her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, well, I wouldn't want her any other way.
Richard Thompson with Beeswing, that's from his 1994 album called Mirror Blue, and it's lovely to hear Alistair Anderson on there playing the English concertina and Northumbrian pipes. I've just got enough time to squeeze in a little bit of Neil Young. Yes, I know it's not really folk music, this is wonderful. It's from After the Gold Rush, this is Birds.
Lover, there will be another one who'll hover over you beneath the sun. Tomorrow, see the things that never come today. When you see me fly away without you, shadow on the things you know, feathers fall around you and show you the way to go. It's over. It's over. Nestled in your wings, my little one is special. Morning brings another sun. Tomorrow, see the things that never come today. When you see me fly away without you, It's over.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's animal-themed show. There may well be some animals that turn up next week as they resisted me herding them into tonight's show, but we'll see about that. You may well indeed hear some animal-themed songs and tunes if you go out and listen to live music this week. Tomorrow night at O'Donnell's with the usual trad session, Thursday night the Folk Club in Ramsey, Friday night at the Mitre, the trad session, and on Sunday afternoon I think it'll be the Heron this week for the afternoon session. So I'll leave you with a tune called Frog's Legs. It's better known as Fête du Village, and the second tune here is called Dragon's Teeth. Is that an animal? No, it isn't. But anyway, it's by Bellahead, it's from their first album, Burlesque, and I'll see you next week.